makeup tutorial for you guys. If you like this look, please keep on watching.
Hi guys, so basically as you can see I have one eye ready and today I'm using this Electric Parrot by Urban Decay. I'm doing a voiceover since this was a bit time consuming, so yeah. And first thing is first, I'm using the Tempera. It's a shade from the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette from the Modern Renaissance, and I'm just applying that with a fluffy brush all over my entire lid and brow bone, so the application of the eyeshadows blend seamlessly and are much more blended with a white matte shadow. Passing on now to using a MAC 217 brush, and I'm using this as transition shade. This is Urban, I believe. Yeah, I think it's Urban. And yeah, I'm just applying this onto the socket, above the socket, or the crease, whatever you call it, with a MAC 217 brush to really, enhance the crease. Just blending in wiper motion the color here. Blend, and you just go back and forth until you have your desired intensity and opacity. Now passing in with a pencil brush, and I'm just applying the darker purple into my socket now, not above my socket. Now I'm just continuing with the shade Julius from the Electric Urban Decay palette, and I'm just going with this shadow into my socket, as you can see, and my outer corner to give the eyeshadow depth. Now I'm going to speed up the process to make this video a bit shorter, and I'm going as well into my inner corners as well and outer corner, leaving the middle empty for the glitters as well. As you can see, you go back and forth with the shade until you reach your desired intensity with the shadow. These are two gorgeous purple shades. I recommend this palette if you like colorful eyeshadows, so go for it and buy it. I know it's been a long eyeshadow palette in the market, but if you don't have it, just go for it. Just taking my MAC 217 and blend these two shadows, purple shadows, together to disguise any harsh lines. And now passing on to my Morphe Picasso palette, and I'm going to dip into this purple shade as well, so you have like 3 different types of purple like diffused together. The same outer and inner corners, and then I'm just going to blend it up with a pencil brush, and I'm just going to leave the lid, the center of the lid, with no purple shadow, since we're gonna put glitter into it as well. So now passing on to the black from the same Morphe Picasso palette, and yeah, I'm just explaining myself what I'm doing, but since this video was very long, I decided to speed up the process and do a voiceover. Now passing on, I'm using a flat brush. This is a Wacom brush, I believe, and I'm just going with a black onto my outer corner. Now this is very important that I don't go above my socket, because I will ruin the transition and the other type of colors and it will look messy. So I'm just going out tiny bit into my outer corner without going above the crease or above the socket, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, and basically that's it, to give it a bit of definition and depth to the look. And also making both eyes symmetrical, because that's the worst thing, doing first one eye and then the other. Now passing on to the Modern Renaissance palette again, I'm just going with the shade Vermeer to highlight my brow bone. And this is a very nice shimmery shade. You can use this as well for highlight. In fact, I hit pan on this shade. And just taking again my MAC 217 to blend all the edges. Now passing on to glitter, the fun part. Now I'm using this Midnight Cowboy by Urban Decay. I use this first, so any loose glitter which I take after this will stick on to my lid. Now I'm just going to blend that with my finger, as you So over here now I'm just going to take these two glitters. This is a gold glitter called UFO by Makeup Store, and this is like a silver holographic glitter from Inglot. It's the Body Sparkles, I believe. And I'm gonna mix these two together and just go gently patting them onto the lid with my finger, as you can see over here. And yeah, they're really, really nice when mixing silver and gold together. And here we have the glitters stuck on the center of the lid. Just go back and forth until you refine everything as well. Now passing on to the art pen, my favorite Holy Grail art pen, which is the Kat Von D Trooper. I'm just going to put a winged liner onto both eyes. So here I applied already my foundation using my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. Now I'm just gonna do my concealer. This is the LA Pro Concealer, LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Porcelain. I just got this particular concealer in the mail, so I'm really excited. I just already swatched it on my hand, and it's really good for its quality. It's really cheap. And if you want the lightest shade, you should get this in the shade Porcelain, because Porcelain is the lightest shade. I'm just highlighting and concealing my under eyes, forehead, bridge of the nose, cupid's bow, and even my chin. And obviously I'm going to blend that away with a beauty blender or whatever sponge, or Real Technique sponge, or whatever beauty sponge you have. So this is my black beauty blender. It's completely ruined because I find that beauty blenders are the best. The Real Techniques beauty blenders are good as well, but I prefer the beauty blender, the original beauty blender, since the texture of the sponge is much more softer, and I think it gives like an airbrushed finish to the face. I really am happy with this concealer. I think I saw something. Anyway. Yeah, and this concealer is amazing. I used to use MAC Prolong Wear concealer. I'm still using it, but this is a cheaper alternative, and basically it does the same job, and it's only €5. So how good is that? And I got it from the site Beauty Bay. So yeah, I recommend this concealer. I know that some of you heard about this concealer and read all the good reviews about this concealer. So yeah, passing on to the best powder in the world. This is the RCMA No Color powder. This powder is amazing, guys. This powder has no flashback. It's a no color powder. That means you can use it on a darker skin tone or dark skin tones whatsoever, any type of skin tone, because as it says, the no color powder just mattifies. It gives an airbrush finish. The powder is really soft, no flashback. It does last all day, it's long lasting, and it's amazing. So the RCMA No Color powder, it's like a dupe for the Laura Mercier powder, but it's better and it's cheaper. The only downside is the packaging, but who cares if it's a good powder, you know, of the packaging. So this is amazing. I got it in the mail with my LA Girl Pro Concealer, and I was really impressed with these two products. So they're such good quality, and they're really cheap as well. And as you can see, I'm applying this powder using a powder puff, and then I'm getting a loose powder brush, and I'm just wiping all the excess powder away. And now, as you can see, I'm just wiping all the excess powder away. Now, last but not least, we're just baking our under eyes using the same powder, but this time dipping into the beauty blender and the powder, and just pat it to bake my under eyes and stop the creasing from my under eyes as well, using the same powder. This powder is amazing. It gives the most beautiful airbrush effect to your face. It's long lasting, no flashback, as I said it's amazing. So get your hands on this amazing product. Now passing on to remove the excess powder using any type of brush, and yeah. Wiping all of the excess powder. And now we're just gonna go and do the lower lash line. So I'm taking the purple shadow to, you know, makes my if you smoky out your eyes, it will make them look bigger. So I'm just taking Jilted and I'm just gonna smoke out my lower lash line using this penciled like dome brush, and then I'm just gonna blend away with my MAC 217. So yeah, and you repeat the process to the other eye as well. Now I'm taking the Real Lash Mascara from Benefit, and I'm just putting a coat of mascara to both lashes. And yeah.
Apply some color to the face, but first and foremost, I already applied my lashes. These are the MAC 48 lashes, and I put a mascara on. Now I need to give some color to the face. I'm using a stippling brush, and I'm just using this Dark Tan Mineralized Skin Finish by MAC, and I'm just gonna color up and give color to my face, on my temples, before I contour my nose and sculpt my cheeks. So, okay. Always tap the excess powder as well. So, just gonna go inside the temples and more. Alright, so after I gave a bit of color to my entire face, I'm going in with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm going to use this shade over here, the middle shade, and I'm going to get a Real Techniques brush, a sculpting brush, to sculpt my cheek, just like so, and do the same to the other cheek. Then I'm just gonna take another sculpting, this time a bit smaller brush, and I'm gonna use that. This one, using the same shade to contour my nose, which I really look what a different does that make. Blend it out with the bigger sculpting brush. Now we're gonna blend it out even more. Just first, I'm gonna apply some blusher, and I'm gonna use my Benefit California blush, and And I'm getting a blush brush or a stippling brush, whatever you want. Just a smaller brush to, you know, give color to the apples of the cheeks. And here we go, just giving color. Now to, you know, really cut your contour and blush, and like they say, be it on fleek. I'm just grabbing my Studio Fix powder in NC10, and I'm just grabbing again my beauty blender. And what I do to have the sharp contour is I just line that all over, and do the same there. Same to the bridge of the nose, so even the contour will blend much more. Contour, the cupid's bow, chin, and I blend the forehead. And like this, I'm telling you people, you have sharpness and everything on fleek. I'm just grabbing like sort of brush to really take out the excess powder and blend everything seamlessly. Just like so. Now I'm just gonna blend that nose again and my forehead. Alright, so everything is blended out and seamlessly blended. Now I'm just gonna take my favorite part, which is the highlights. So regarding highlights, I'm taking my Amethyst, Alchemist palette, holographic palette by Kat Von D. And I have the Green Emerald, Blue Sapphire, Ultraviolet Amethyst, and Pink Opal from the palette, which I really like. And I'm gonna use my Green Emerald, this one over here. Taking a highlight brush, and I'm just gonna highlight on the highest part of my cheek area, bridge of the nose, cupid's bow, where, you know, we put the concealer. You can as well dip it or you know, fixing spray and then dip it into your highlight to make it more pigmented, but I didn't do so because this is already a highly pigmented palette. So yeah, there we go. So that's highlight done. Now I need to keep it subtle because my eyes are really dramatic and purple. So what I'm going to use is just a clear gloss from Ava Garden in the shade, I don't know which shade, but it's a clear gloss, okay? It's like a shiny, frosty, clear gloss, and I'm going to apply that. So I will balance and tone down my look. Just a clear gloss, just like so. And I think like that it makes it look so pretty. Just like so. And there we have the final look. But last but not all-nighter, Urban Decay Fixer Spray. And voila, this is ready. And this is ready. Okay guys, this is my final look. Hope you liked it. If you liked this video, please thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. I will be back with another video very soon.